What's up, guys? As I make investments in the crypto market, I would like to take you with me what I invest in exactly to be as transparent as possible. So today I'm going to show you a project that I invested in and I want to review it on cam to show you, is it worth it to invest in? Well, if it's not, I didn't, of course, but I would like to show you the project. It seems like interesting, but I don't know. Let's take a look at that. So like the video if you like the video. Sorry for the little, I just woke up, doesn't matter. Let's get right into it. So this is about Sophiaverse, and Sophiaverse is a new project that is going to launch on Seedify, Enjinstarter, Dao Maker, on Singularity DAO. So they have a lot of launchpads that they are listing or that they are releasing on, and they are going to raise a total of $6 million. Now, as you maybe know, I created my own project called What Do You Mean? And what do you mean? We invest big in crypto pre-sales through these launchpads to stay as safe as possible and make the most money as possible as well. So I already invested around $2,600 into Sophiaverse with just Enjinstarter. We are quite the whale on Enjinstarter right now. If you look at our What Do You Mean crypto portfolio, then you'll see that this is the portfolio right now. We have 20K sitting in Enjinstarter, give or take. So we had quite of a big allocation right now there. And I invested my own personal money in it as well. Now, if you do not know about What Do You Mean, by the way, you can just buy the token. You search it on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. You stake the token, and if you stake the token, you will be liable to take your share of the profits that we make from these launches. Now, let's go to Sophiaverse and check out what's up. I want to make this video relative quickly because I'm freaking tired of this shit. Why? I shot this video yesterday as well, but there was a problem with my sound, so I had to do it all over. I made 3 videos for nothing, so I'm kind of tired right now. But it's releasing on Seedify, where they're gonna raise 400K, on DaoMaker, where they're gonna raise 120K, Enjinstarter 150K, on DaoMaker here for 380K. Now, what's the difference? I think one is I'm not so familiar with DaoMaker, so I'm not gonna explain it to you, but they have a SHO and a public sale or something like that. On Singularity DAO, where they raised $1 million, and they had an angel round and a seed round where they raised 1.6 million and 2.4 million already. Now, before I would like to show you, I want to show you what the project is exactly. I would like to go over the tokenomics a little bit, because if tokenomics suck, then I don't really care about the project, right? Tokenomics have to be good. So let's take a look at that. But what I really like is the extreme high amount of money that they raise, right? Just for one thing to compare, we invested in DexCheck as well. It had quite the hype. Well, it did like a 4x, give or take slightly more, but most people were able to sell it around 4x. But if you look at DexCheck and you go to the amount of money that they raised, it's slightly like $1 million, right? So it's give or take 6 times as low. So Sophiaverse, they raised a lot more, which is good. They can add it to use, or they can use it to add liquidity or list on good exchanges, which is of course very good. Now, about the tokenomics, here comes something in that I don't like that much though. If you look at the vesting schedule, you can see that it's getting vested in 36 months. So it has quite a hard vesting, I must say, but okay, that's usual with these Launchpad tokens, right? But then let's take a look at who is getting what and when. So we, if you use Seedify and Enjinstarter, you are part of the public sale. So the Launchpads and the KOLs get the same, by the way. So what I notice is a TGE, token generation event. So when a token comes out, you get 12.5%. So what I always look at is, okay, out of the 100, then 12.5 is like 8x, give or take, right? So if we invest 100% of our money, then we have to do around 8x to get our initial investment back at the day that the token comes out. Is that possible? It's hard, but it's not impossible, especially not with the amount of money that they raised. However, in my opinion, it's also very much needed that we do that. Why? After that 12.5% that we get, we have to wait for 3 months, 3-month cliff, and then we get the rest of the tokens vested over 24 months. Usually I would say, fuck that. It's super long. However, now 24 months, that's 2 years. That will take us until around October, November 2025. If you know about the 4-year cycle, you probably expect that we are in a big bull run by then. And then, of course, that could cause the price to go higher, because a good altcoin bull run usually is stronger than token vesting. What I don't like, though, is this. For example, team and advisors, they get nothing at TGE, okay? But then they also have to wait 3 months and get it vested over 24 months. So apart from the 12.5% that we get, the team gets their vesting at the same time, same period, for the same duration, right? But they get 120 million tokens. We get 40 million, together with the KOLs, by the way. Right? Yeah, and basically the same goes for the strategic partners. Another 130 million tokens, right? And then we have the community round, same. Then we have the seed round, same. Then we have the angel round, same. Right? So the thing is that all the people with a huge bag of these tokens can dump them when we still get the tokens vested as well. Right? So to put it like this, there's going to be huge selling pressure over the longer term. That's just what it is. So I really hope that they pair their token with BNB, for example. I don't even know what chain they're listing on, maybe Ethereum, but not with a stable coin. Because in the bull market, let's say if BNB does a 10x, then every coin that's paired with BNB automatically does a 10x with it, right? Because one token is worth so much BNB. So if BNB goes up, then the token also goes up. So it has to go up, because everybody is going to dump on us. Everybody, literally everybody. So that really sucks. So I really hope we'll get it back at the TGE and that they add a lot of liquidity. Now, enough about that. Let's take a look at their socials and their website, what it is, of course. And it is a long shot, okay? Sophia is a platform for the pursuit of useful AI today. AGI, artificial general intelligence in the future, and a deep human AI symbiosis. So if we take a look at the Twitter first, right? What's to be found on their Twitter? They have 100,000 followers. Okay, then when they, let me take a look, when they tweet something, right? What's the interaction? Well, we with our 1,000 followers for What Do You Meme get the same amount of interaction. So I do feel like, okay, either that 100,000 followers is a little fake, or the hype is already left a little bit, right? They've been building since 2022 though. So a lot of people left since 2022, right? The last 1.5 year, people in crypto, people are gone, to put it like that. So it's quite understandable. But yeah, still, if we look at what they do,
simulation of the
I don't know if you can hear my sound, by the way.
Artificial intelligence designed for anomalies that keep my source.
But
you should see what else I've got hiding in there.
Anyway, go check this out. The product is pretty interesting. Now, I must say though that the product itself is of course something which is very hard to build, and it is not out there, right? It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, right? So that makes it super high risk, of course. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, who says so? You're saying that, right? And with projects that release through these top tier Launchpads, usually I have a lot more faith, because they get completely screened by the team of these Launchpads. But still, it's a long shot, as they don't have a product yet, right? Now, what I find quite interesting is if we take a look at the team, by the way, again, Ben Guitzel, I think you pronounce it as Ben Guitzel. I think it's German, but he's part of the team, and he's the founder of AGX, SingularityNet. on one hand, I feel like that's good because the projects that he touches are doing really well. On the other hand, I feel like, man, how many projects can you be involved in? And can you really keep the overview and do it well for every specific project? But if we look, for example, at this one, it's not a gaming project, but I have it in my gaming watch list right here. Hypercycle. Hypercycle is also made by, you know, a part of this team, also Ben Goetzel. And Hypercycle came out through Seedify, and not only it went up quite good, it maintains like really strong, right? I invested $10,000 in this project, and I was like, oh shit, no, why did I do that? But I almost have my money back, and I also get this vested over 2 years, right? On one hand, you can say like, 2 years vesting sucks. On the other hand, it is, yeah, if you get it in 3 months and everybody dumps the shit out of it in 3 months, and then the price probably don't go up, right? Games for a Living did, but that's one exception right there, but usually that doesn't happen. So maybe it pulls off a hypercycle, right? Does a steady 6x, stays there, keeps on building, and maybe in the coming bull market will be way higher. What I don't like that much is the rest of the team. I see a name and I see a role, but I don't see no links. I don't see no information. It's also not in the white paper, by the way. They have a huge white paper. I'm not going to take you through all of that. But yeah, in this case, you really have to Google these guys. And I feel like, man, you have it on your website. Show the team. Show the team, right? And why do they all look like this and they look like this? Like, is he an intern? He didn't deserve the art yet or something? I don't know what it is. But yeah, it is a long shot, I must say. And I have mixed feelings about this, but I don't doubt what Ben does. So in that case, I feel like, man, it is worth it for me. Like this project, if it succeeds, let me put it like that. If it succeeds, it's going to blow Sandbox out of the game. It's going to blow like everything out of the game. It's going to be the next big thing. But then the chance that it succeeds, yeah, it's not easy. But they at least from the team, people in the team that I know, it's a very solid team. So that's what I like. Now, let's take a real quick look at their Telegram. I don't think that the information is there yet, but you do want to know, of course, like, okay, when are they going to list? Where are they going to list? Usually these projects don't tell that beforehand, but if we search for listing, listing should be 25th, is what somebody says. Could be the case, but it's like not. Let's wait for that. But I want to know where they list, right? So if you look, for example, for CEX, yeah, they don't seem to respond to that. Have a separate price chat, I guess. So maybe it's in there. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's hard to tell. So, but that's what I noticed with Ben. Like all the projects that he touches, they are like very quiet, right? They are like very quiet. They don't give away shit. They don't promise things. They just do. And that's kind of what I like with this, with these kind of things. So that's my take on Sophiaverse. Now, if you really want to do your research well, like, right, I'm making this in a 50-minute video, but then you really want to Google their team, dive right into the white paper, read everything, look at the roadmap. Maybe we can take a real quick look at the roadmap, what they're going to do, but... So to go over it very quickly, the TGE Metaverse development begins. Prepare the AI sentence code. What do they have right there? Launch challenges. So it's a game, right? You can actually play the game. That's kind of what it is. It's a big Metaverse game. yeah, you know what it is like. You also, of course, what one of the most important things that I forgot about is this Sophia the utility token, because the project can be very well, but why do you want to hold the token? Well, you have the Sophia, the utility token, and you have Guard, the governance token. And basically what it is that you need Sophia to upgrade everything to make sure that you can play it all as good as you can, right? You can earn the tokens for completing tasks. You can stake to gain access to memberships, higher ranks and rewards, to upgrade features, utilize character skills, get cars, land, weapons, upgrade on all of that. And the guard token is mainly what you get for doing that. So that, right? Otherwise you know, you get the tokens and then you're going to sell them anyway, right? You don't want people to sell the Sophia token. You want people to need the Sophia token. But yeah, it all really much depends on how fast this is coming out and if it's going to be a success. Because if not, then people don't see a reason to hold this token, right? So it is kind of high risk, high reward when it comes to that. But yeah, okay, again, for me, it is worth it. I'm betting mainly on the team in this case, and I'm very curious to see how this is going to do. So if you did not join, what do you mean? Go check it out. There's a link down below. We invest for you. So we're basically a VC and you can invest in the VC. That's kind of what we do. We get quite high allocation already, and our allocation is only growing with every launch. So we can be like the whale in these new launches, right? And especially in the bull market, if such a project does 100x or more, yeah, then it's awesome, of course, right? And Sophiaverse might be the one that does that. And maybe it doesn't, but 5x is also nice. And also for your own purpose, if you invested in a Launchpad and you were thinking about getting into Sophiaverse, maybe this information helps you a little bit, but do your research to it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please give the video a like and I'll see you soon.